Classrooms of the future look more like your living room. An experiment at Manoa offers students an option to more comfortably engage.
Any other questions or anything? Any questions?
The new innovation zone includes 3 classrooms featuring informal, flexible furniture for students to gather around. Spaces are kept open and use natural lighting and eco-friendly air conditioning.
It's really a different kind of space in which you are invited to participate, you're invited to be active, and the old classroom has really been turned inside out.
With multiple seating options, stand or sit writing surfaces, and collaborative boards for group work, the informal setting challenges professors to be more ingenious with their instructional strategies.
It forces me to be a little bit more creative in what I'm doing. It forces me to come up with activities that utilizes the space. It really forces me to kind of, I guess, to be all cliche, to think outside of the box.
And the students took to the new digs like ducks to water, kicking off their shoes and chillin'. Some say the classrooms promote more interactive discussion.
I learn better with talking through things, which this space kind of gives that opportunity.
The classrooms are part of a renovation project at Sakamaki Hall that include new elevators and a new courtyard. The classrooms were part of a renovation project, and those classrooms are still on an experimental basis. It also includes new elevators and a courtyard.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. Now, those showers, I loved waking up in the middle of the night to hear that rain.
Yeah, we had some of that rain last night. I think Maui will see some showers tonight as we move through the overnight. We're going to talk about that and what you can expect for the upcoming work week. All the details, that's coming up after the break.
Time and temperature from AC Warehouse. Time to get cool with a Mitsubishi AC.
When we take our cars out on the road, we make an agreement with everyone else that we will follow the law. As you well know, some drivers think those laws don't apply to them. And when these lawbreakers cause injuries, all too often their insurance companies refuse to accept full responsibility. Instead, the injured person is treated like the bad guy. I'm Woody Soldner from Levitt, Yamani & Soldner. If you're in the right, but you're being treated like you're in the wrong, call us. We can help.
537-2525.
Here's a good one, Seattle. What did Geico say to the mariner? We can save you a boatload. But what's Seattle's favourite noise? The Puget Sound. All right, never mind. Don't matter. This is a classic. What does an alien seamstress sew with? A space needle. Oh, come off it, Captain.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
For quality hardwood flooring or factory direct unbeatable pricing. Ideal for any budget and style of home. It's Wisteria Lane. Solid hardwood engineered bamboo and laminate flooring. All products in stock and ready to go. Visit Wisteria Lane today.
Manu. We're talking about Manu. Manu Haley. Coloring the aisle in the new Hawaiian style.
Hey, Bob, why so blue?
Well, my owners are getting rid of me. I feel so useless.
Why not tell them to donate you?
Donate? How?
To the National Kidney Foundation of Hawaii. Call 593-1515. They pick it up, and your owners writes it off. The best part is knowing you made a difference in the lives of millions affected with kidney disease.
Gee, thanks. I'm going to tell my owner.
Tell them Cindy the Kidney sent you.
It's 3 p.m. For 50 million kids across America, school's out. And for a third of these kids, they're out on their own. Out with nowhere to go and nothing to do. But every afternoon is a chance to change America's future. All you have to do is open the door. It's time to support the Boys and Girls Clubs. Great futures start here.
And now, KITV4 weather.
And welcome back. Hope you had a great Sunday night here in town. We're starting to cool off, 79 degrees, 67, that's the dew point. So humidity's still high. Winds are very light. at 5. It was a hot day out there, 93 degrees. That's 1 degree short of a record, the old record 94, still the record, but very close to those record temperatures here in town. So an extremely hot one. We saw lots of sunshine, 90 in Kapolei as we take a look at Hilo, 88 degrees there. So a warm one down in Hilo as well. Warm day all across the state. As for rain, not a whole lot to talk about. We've got a couple of showers off of Maui. That'll push into Maui as we head likely past 1 a.m. So you'll see some rain there. On Oahu, not a whole lot of showers expected. The Big Island, just a few sprinkles of rain, not a huge amount expected. Here is Norbert, now a tropical storm, so it has weakened winds of only 45 miles per hour. It's moved into some cooler waters. It's going to be a flood threat for the Baja Peninsula, but it is continuing to weaken. We do have another area.
Expo to find out.
There's a lot of new things at this year's BIA of Hawaii Remodeling Expo. A company in the islands is once again making shoji screens. There are sunshades that can open or close in a second. And hot water tanks now come with their own solar power. But what's not new is the interest in putting photovoltaic panels on people's roofs.
I heard that that's where the energy is going. It's going to be cheaper, clean energy. Doesn't harm the environment.
There's a tremendous interest in it. Everyone knows that the product is reliable, that it makes sense. The dollar and cents of it still is very advantageous. The spirits have just kind of been broken of the consumer with HECO's rules.
Hawaiian Electric recently came out with a new set of proposed rules regarding residential solar connections. Delays in the plan have meant a backlog of completed installations waiting for HECO approval. It's also meant some residents have turned on their systems without first getting that approval.
The market has decided that photovoltaic is a better investment than continuously paying a bill to a company that doesn't seem to have your interest at heart.
On Friday, Hawaiian Electric came out with a warning to those who are improperly connected. Pull the plug or else. The utility says after sufficient notice, if a customer does not disconnect the PV system and notify Hawaiian Electric, they have the authority to shut off the system and lock it to prevent interconnection until technical checks confirm it is safe. While HECO cites safety as the reason for the shutoff, it also claims those unapproved connections are hurting some solar companies.
HECO's claiming that because those folks are connecting without approval, that's actually holding up the process of them being able to do these studies. So yeah, that certainly hurts the folks, that are waiting and playing by HECO's rules.
Paul Drews, KITV4 News.
Thompson adds that even in areas where solar installations have not reached saturation, the waiting period still sometimes taking 3 to 4 months for HECO approval. Public hearings still have to be held before the Utilities Commission will vote on Hawaiian Electric's latest energy plan. And now a first look at the forecast. Pete, I hear almost tied a record for the high today in town. Felt like it.
Yeah, it really did. If you were out in it, you felt those warm temperatures. 93 degrees today. That was very close to a new record in town. The old record, 94. It's still in place, but we got very close. You were out in it, you definitely felt it. Hot day out there, 90 in Kapolei and upper 80s in many other locations across the state. Good news is temperatures have cooled off. 79 here in Honolulu. Nice City coming in at 72, a little cooler there. We are tracking a few showers, not a huge amount, but we've got a couple of areas of rain, and I think they're going to impact Maui for the most part. So we are watching this location of showers. That's going to push into Maui as we head into the overnight. The rest of the state not expecting a huge amount of rain. Coming up, we'll talk about the upcoming week. Will it be just as hot? We'll have the answer coming up a little bit later. Pamela.
Honoring the lives lost despite the 90-degree heat, hundreds joined the 9th annual 9/11 Walk of Remembrance this afternoon. The walk is held annually the Sunday before the 11th of September. It's meant to remember those who lost their lives and to honor first responders who answered the call of duty that tragic day. The walk began near HPD headquarters and ended at Honolulu Hale with a traditional blessing and lay ceremony.
It helps all of us remember the events of 9/11 and what it meant to our nation and what it meant to the world, really. And these events help all of us recall the sacrifices of those who lost their lives on that day.
The 13th anniversary of the attack will be this upcoming Thursday. We'll have more from the event later in this newscast. More local news tonight. Coming up, new bathrooms in Waipio, fully equipped but not with privacy. Why there are no doors? We've got the answers. Plus, wanting new digs but discouraged by home prices, a new affordable approach to living that keeps the ohana under the same roof.
City Mill is always looking for the best value for our customers. That's why new Royal Islander paint has been completely reformulated. New Royal Islander Premium Paints will make your painting jobs easier, faster, and give you better results by combining paint and primer in a single product. Improved Royal Islander is made just for Hawaii's climate and has a lifetime warranty. And check out our new lines of Benjamin Moore Premium Paints. You'll find all your painting needs right in your neighborhood at City Mill.
With Diamond Bakery, your next family weekend could be in the bag. Look for special coupons inside Diamond Bakery cracker trays and redeem them for a limited edition insulated lunch bag. Plus, a chance to win either a Dave & Buster's $50 power card or a Wet n Wild Family Pass for 4. For more details, visit diamondbakery.com. Diamond Bakery, sharing heartwarming aloha since 1921.
This Ellen Fast Forward is brought to you by Oceanic Time Warner Cable's Ultimate 100 Internet, Hawaii's fastest internet available throughout the islands. This Ellen Fast Forward was brought to you by Oceanic Time Warner Cable's Ultimate 100 Internet, Hawaii's fastest internet available throughout the islands.
Aloha. I'm Senator Dan Akaka. I remember when voters looked forward to Election Day. In those days, we did not have the absentee ballot, so everyone had to find their way to the polls. We can. We must do better. Remember, no vote, no grumble.
Okay, when it comes to the NFL, do you know how to pick 'em?
You think you can take me out?
Then play against us in Pro Pick'em on KITV.com.
Friday nights, KITV4 Sports at 6.
Rise to the challenge and log on each week at KITV.com.
Then Tuesday at 6, see how you stacked up.
Beat the KITV team and you could win prizes from Jack in the Box, Papa John's Hawaii, and POP Fishing and Marine. Jack in the Box Pro Pick'em. Play now on KITV and KITV.com. KITV4, more local news at 10 continues.
While the family of Charlie Scott awaits the trial of suspect Stephen Kobianco, another Maui ohana is far from closure. Morera Mansalv has been missing since January. Today, on the eve of her 47th birthday, her daughter Alexis shares memories of her mother while the family celebrates and honors her life.
She was a beautiful person, and she loved her friends. She'd do everything for them, or for anybody she loved. She always wanted to have fun. And, you know, her advice to me was, whenever I was ever having a hard time, was always do what makes you happy. And it's really hard now to do what makes me happy because I think of her and I wish she was here. But so today, we're just going to have fun and celebrate her birthday and hope she's there with us in spirit.
Felicilda says services included prayers and a dove release. The family also did some karaoke tonight, a pastime Mansalv enjoyed. It's been 14 years since the debut of the Waipio soccer complex, and for nearly as long, players and fans have been demanding more permanent restrooms. The restrooms are finally here, but some are refusing to use them. KITV4's Andrew Pereira shows us why.
Many say the Waipio soccer complex has never been better. Competition is fierce. And the fields are in top shape.
A lot less weeds, and the grass is starting to grow stronger again, so the soccer community is very happy about that.
The soccer faithful are also celebrating 2 new comfort stations where there used to be portables. But some are calling foul, and here's why. Clearly, something's missing.
It's finally happening now. We have these great bathrooms, but
You know, the story, of course, there's no doors on them. There's no seats in some of them.
More toilet seats are on their way, but don't expect doors to follow. That's because the new bathrooms fall within a blast zone of a Navy ammunition depot. The only way the city could secure a permit for the new bathrooms is if they were built like bunkers, with as few potential projectiles as possible. Even sinks don't have knobs.
I'm not quite sure exactly, you know, how the government's following all the rules the way they're supposed to when, you know, since this place has been built, we had portable toilets that had, you know, they had doors on them, and it seemed to be no problem at that point.
The lack of stall doors is causing a bit of an uncomfortable situation for folks here at YPO. Soccer players don't mind the exposure out on the pitch, but when it comes to using the bathroom, not the kind of exposure they're looking for. Raisa Strom-Okimoto and Taylor Kuroda drove to the bathrooms near the soccer complex stadium because these restrooms have doors. That's because this comfort station sits just outside the blast zone.
It's very inconvenient that there's no doors, so I'd rather drive over here where there's doors because I have privacy here.
Well, I actually did use it before. It's just like really uncomfortable, but I guess some girls are used to it.
Of course, folks are using the new bathrooms, but some only with an umbrella or towel acting as a shield. Officials with various soccer leagues are hoping for some sort of compromise so the $2 million spent by the city on the new restrooms is put to good use.
I suggested, you know, to them, you know, about maybe installing curtains, you know, maybe with a string or something, but they said they're going to be looking at it. The people from the city and the park, they are already trying to work with the Navy to negotiate to see what can be done.
The city tells KITV4 even rods for curtains could be a problem. Mayor Caldwell is scheduled to dedicate the new comfort stations next week. Traffic alert if you're hitting the roads tonight. 3 left lanes along the H1 eastbound closed in the Kaimiki area for restriping. This is between the 2nd Avenue pedestrian bridge and the 6th Avenue overpass. The lanes will reopen at 4 a.m. tomorrow. The median price for a single-family home in Honolulu dropped last month to $650,000. The Honolulu Star-Advertiser says that's 2 months after hitting a record high of $700,000. Home sales also dropped by more than 11% last month compared to the same time last year. The Honolulu Board of Realtors says the average home was on the market